Like I said earlier, my teammates just been telling me be confident all year. The coach has been stressing on me just to play basketball. Like I got nothing to lose. Play this game for fun. I feel like that was just my mindset going into this game. Just go out there, have fun, be confident. I feel like it showed.
I know Coach Willard said yesterday, I believe, that Grand Canyon was on film like one of the most connected defenses he'd seen. Just what were you guys able to do to break them down on that end?
I mean, I just feel like they wasn't used to the size of our bigs, Derek and Jew, and I feel like in their conference, it's not as big as guys, especially those like dominant like Derek and Jew. So I feel like that was our biggest mismatch right there, just giving it to them in the post, let them go to work. I think both of them finished with a double double, so they both had a great game.
In terms of just your confidence and momentum going forward, what does a performance like this do for you?
I mean, I just feel like one game, but just being confident is going. I'm just gonna keep trying to stack on it and just go out there every game, just be trying to be confident as I could be every second I'm out there.
You heard right then and there from the man, Deshaun Harris-Smith, who has had a tumultuous time at College Park, but has remained confident, remained the ultimate team player, the ultimate team contributor, kept a positive attitude, and each time he stepped on the court, he's given 110%. He was the catapulting figure off the bench in Maryland's 32-point victory over Grand Canyon on Friday. They now advance to Sunday night, 7 p.m. on TBS to face the potential Cinderella in Colorado State. It's the Maryland-Colorado State round of 32 preview and predictions. God's favorite host. Slam dunk that subscribe button, lay up that like button, and make sure you block that bell. We'll be live for Maryland and Colorado State on Sunday night. But let's get into the preview. I appreciate you being here. Maryland dominated from the get-go against number 13 seed Grand Canyons. The Antelopes weren't able to pull off the upset. This now advances the Terps to face the number 12 seed Colorado State, who defeated the number 5 seed, led by Penny Hardaway as coach, Memphis Tigers, who I actually thought Memphis was going to win. Penny Hardaway 0-3 in the NCAA tournament, hasn't made it past a round of 64. The Terps have 3 consecutive second-round losses as members of the Big Ten Conference against top 5 seeds in the region, but the Rams have already shown the ability to make magic. This is Maryland's best chance at a Sweet 16 berth for the first time in 9 years. They made it back in 2016. Colorado State is 26-9, 16-4 in the Mountain West. They pulled off their first NCAA tournament win in 12 years, toppling a shorthanded number 5 Memphis squad 78-70. Now the Terps and the Colorado State Rams will play for the first time in program history. They entered, the Rams did, very popular as an upset pick, one of the hottest teams coming in, winners of 10 straight, including a run to the Mountain West Championship, its first conference championship since 2003. So now 11 straight wins entering the game with Maryland. 7th-year coach, a guy who was linked to Maryland at one point, Nico Medved, a name you need to look forward to as one of the best young and up-and-coming coaches. He has the squad on the roll. They got the talent, and they aren't just a Cinderella. They may be a 12 seed, but they're better than a 12 seed. If you want to know some players, they have some great guards. It starts with Nick Clifford, 5th-year guard, 6'5", wears number 5. He's a Colorado Springs native. He transferred Colorado to Colorado State 2 seasons ago, and he evolved the Rams program. He averages nearly a double-double, leading his team in all major offensive statistics with 19 points a game, 9.7 rebounds, 4.4 assists, and a team-high 1.2 steals per game. Look out for number 5 on Colorado State, Nick Clifford. He's a veteran. He has changed the culture there with his play, his leadership, and the Terps are going to have to contain him. Preferably, Jacoby Gillespie, you're going to have to do what you've done the past few games, especially the last game, especially on the defensive end against Mr. Clifford. You got Kyon Evans, a sophomore guard, 6'2", number 0. Another big name. He has a potential to break out in March. A key contributing factor to this team, 3rd most points he averaged on the team, 10.2, but shot 43.1% from 3 and had a career high 23 points on 7 of 11 shooting, including 6 of 9 against Memphis. So hopefully that career high stuff is out the window. He went 7 for 11, 6 of 9 from deep. Maybe he goes 4 for 12 and 2 of 7 from 3. Another guard. So it's a theme here. Jalen Lake, senior guard, 6'4", number 15. He rounds out Colorado State's trio of dynamic guards. They run a 3-guard system. He's second on the team in points, 11.2 points per game, and he was a factor from deep, going 3 of 7. He had 14 points. The strength of this team, ball movement. They have the ability with the 3 guards to have facilitators, guys that can score, and they do it on both ends. They finished 25th in the country with 16.6 assists a game. So ball movement and player movement, they're unselfish. Their weakness is size. Great news for Maryland. Nobody on their team, starter or bench, above 6'8". Pretty much, it looks like Nick Clifford at 6'5" is one of their taller players. They don't have anybody over 6'8". They were second worst in the Mountain West in blocking shots at 2.7 per game and bottom 20 in the country in offensive rebounds with only 8.1 a game. So right then and there, your antagonist should go up. Julian Reese and Derek Queen should dominate in the paint and dominate on the glass. Let's look forward to it. Can Deshaun Smith recapture the magic he had? He was a 5 for 5 perfect night from the field, 11 points, a season high, 4 rebounds, a really good rebounder in 24 minutes. He made a big time 3 as well. If they can get anything from the bench, especially Deshaun Smith, they will be very, very important to their run. This can be a confidence builder. This can be a sting performance, a catapulting performance that you get that one good game, you get confident, you get just feeling like the ball is going into the ocean. You're shooting the ball into an ocean. You're able to see the ball go in the rim. You get that confidence, and you're not playing timid. You're playing aggressive, and it's just infectious to the whole team. Now, question: can Maryland start fast? They had 4 points in the first 7 minutes against Grand Canyon. You can't do that against better competition, and Colorado State is that as well. The Terps have only had what fewer than 10 turnovers in 5 of the last 6. This is crucial for success in March. I completely agree with that. Now, let's get to the spread. The spread of this game, real quick, is Maryland by 7.5. So it is Maryland by 7.5 with the spread. Let me pull that up right here so you guys can see it and look at it with me. So Maryland, 7.5 point favorites, over under of 143.5. I may take the over. As you see, Mr. Clifford, Nick Clifford, 18.9 points per game, shoots nearly 50% from the field, 77% from the free throw line, 9.7 rebounds per game, 4.4 assists. Derek Queen had another double-double, and Gillespie in his last 10 games, averaging nearly 14 points per game. Now, if I look at the keys to the game, you got to start fast. They only had, as mentioned, minimal points against Colorado State. They started the game with 4 points in just 7 minutes. You can't do that. So they got to start fast. Turnovers, I talked about it. In their last 5 games out of the last 6, they've had less than 10 turnovers. So single digit turnovers are going to be key. Stay out of foul trouble. I think Julian Reese and Derek Queen did a really good job. Not a lot of size on Grand Canyon, maybe even less size on Colorado State. Stay out of foul trouble. That is going to be imperative, especially the big men. Win points in the paint. You dominated them inside. Their tallest player is 6'8". Anybody over 6'8", you should dominate them. I should see 50-plus points in the paint tomorrow. Win the rebounding battle. I should see 50 or more reboundings. As mentioned, they're not a good rebounding team, not a lot of size. They don't rebound the ball well offensively either. So what was that? They are bottom 20 in the country in offensive rebounds, 8.1 per game. So Julian Reese and Derek Queen should dominate on the defensive glass and maybe even on the offensive glass. Look out for a lot of second chance points, a lot of second chance opportunities as well. Over 10 bench points. You saw it last game. Deshaun Smith pretty much cleared that on his own. You got Geronimo had a few points. Kapare as well. Let's see this bench get 10 or more points. Colorado State's bench only had, maybe like 7 points in their win. So if Maryland can get 10 or more bench points, that 10 to 15 sweet spot, something, even if they don't get 10 and it's 8 or 9, but they're involved in the game, and even with the rebounding and defense that Geronimo and Deshaun Smith bring, that is going to be important for the Crab Five. Remember, they're playing every other day. So they play Friday, they got an off day today, and they play on Sunday. They win today, they don't play until next week, thankfully, and they advance to the Sweet 16 for the first time since 2009. They shot terrible from the line. They got to make their free throws. I need them to be at least 70+%. Colorado State makes their free throws. Maryland needs to make their free throws, especially Julian Reese, Derek Queen, because you're going to get to the line a lot tomorrow. I am expecting 25 to 30 free throws minimum. I think they're going to get 25 to 30 free throw attempts tomorrow, potentially to the Terps. And they're going to have to make 70+%. So with the start fast, maybe double-digit points in the first 7 to 10 minutes, single-digit turnovers, less than 10, stay out of foul trouble, especially Derek Queen and Julian Reese. Win points in the paint over 50, and rebounding over 50 rebounds, over 10 bench points, over 70% from the free throw line with 25 to 30 free throw attempts. And lastly, I mentioned all of their guards from obviously Nick Clifford, Kion Evans, Jalen Lake, they all can shoot. So it's going to be imperative for Selton Miguel, Jacoby Gillespie, and Rodney Rice to bring their A game, especially defensively. They can't let these guys have clean looks from three. They have to contest the shots without fouling, and they have to run them off the free three-point line. So defend the three-point line if you can keep them under double-digit threes. So start fast, single-digit turnovers, win points in the paint, win rebounding, over 10 bench points, make free throws, defend the three-point line. Maryland is a 7.5-point favorite. I think they win by at least 7. So I'm going to say they do cover that spread of 7.5. I think they do. I think they do. I think they do. It's very important to get this one. This to get back to this team, just to quiet the noise. And I think all the solidify Kevin Willard to get what he wants from a coaching and financial aspect. They only for himself, selfishly for the team and the program, new practice facility, more NIL dollars, more ability to stay in certain areas of the country when traveling with the team, to have that camaraderie, to have that cleaner travel, to help out so they can play their best on and off the field as well. But you guys let me know, what are you looking forward to with the game tomorrow? Remember, it is a 7 p.m. tip. Maryland 26-8, Colorado State is 26-9. Colorado State, winners of 11 in a row, came into the tournament winners of 10 in a row, beat Memphis, shorthanded Memphis team, but nevertheless, Colorado State is better than a 12 seed. They play like it. They got really good guard play, and I always say great guard play can take you far in March. I was a little nervous about Grand Canyon. Maryland, pretty much, they did give up a lot of open opportunities. Grand Canyon couldn't shoot well, so they do want to defend the three better. I think that is one of the big keys. If they can defend the three-point line and on their own end, not mess around, play with their food, don't commit a lot of turnovers, and really dominate them inside, force it inside, and even if you're not making the shot, you're creating for somebody else or getting fouled and making the free throws, I think they'll be all right. So I'm going to go Maryland 85 and Colorado State 77, Colorado State 78. So they clear the spread. They win by 8. And I think Maryland advances to play Florida in the Sweet 16 as I had it on my bracket. How's your bracket holding up? But let us know. Sign off down below in the comment section. Make sure you slam dunk that subscribe button. Lay up that thumbs up. Leave us a like. Make sure you block that bell. And make sure you vote and sound off down below. Let me know your thoughts on the game, keys to the game, impact players. What are you looking forward to? 7 p.m. start tomorrow. Will Maryland make it to the Sweet 16 for the first time since 2016? We will find out together tomorrow at 7 p.m. God's favorite host signing off. Only place giving you your Maryland content for the Maryland Terps throughout the NCAA tournament and beyond. The Flex Zone Podcast. I got Maryland with an 85-77 victory, advancing to the Sweet 16.